We are in CodeHS, and we are going to do a little bit of web design today. And we are going to start with Unit 2, HTML structuring websites. And this first section is going to be pretty quick, just introduction to HTML. I would encourage you to kind of go through the video. It's good information. They walk through a little slideshow explaining the basics. I'm not going to lecture here because you do have access to that, but in general, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is the language that web browsers read to know what to put where, and we will eventually combine it with CSS, which is cascading style sheets that add a little bit more flair, and anybody interested in kind of an advanced learning, also JavaScript is sort of the last piece that allows us to have more dynamic and responsive websites that allow users to interact. So I'm going to jump ahead to this example that is our first HTML page. Okay, so when I come right here, this is explaining one of the main basics. Okay, so with HTML, we use what are called tags. Tags indicate what type of element is going to be displayed. The order does matter. This is very basic. Right now you just see H1 hello and then a closing H1 tag. So H1 is a heading tag. H1 is the largest heading. In HTML it goes down to H6. So H1 would be the largest, H6 would be the smallest. And those are different sized headings. So the content is going to go inside. So if I want to change that instead of hello to hey, I can just change it right here, and then I can refresh, and it's going to output whatever I had right there. Okay. All right. So this next section that says say hello, I'm just kind of looking through. This declaration at the very top, this is what identifies that this document is an HTML document and that it is using HTML5, which is the most current version. So we want to make sure we understand that. Then a true HTML page, the last example did not do it justice. We then say, okay, I'm about to begin my HTML code. So notice there's a kind of a hierarchy. There's a system of brackets. So I have what we call the opening HTML tag. And until we have a closing HTML tag, which happens down here on line 11, that is us being able to tell the web browser, okay, everything between this opening and closing should be read as HTML5. Okay. We now also have a section right here called the head. Okay, the head does not actually show up on page. So if you notice, you have hello world. Well, I don't see that anywhere, and it's inside the title. Okay, what this is the actual title of the web page that would show up in a browser. So if we were to pop this out, if it'll let me, to open it up separately, you see hello world right here. Okay, so that is the page title. That's what shows up on the browser, but it does not show up right here. So I wanted to clarify that. Also, that title, if you have a web page, the goal is obviously to get people to your web page. We mostly do that by being able to be found on Google. So it's also very important when you're creating a title for a web page that it's something meaningful that would, obviously get people's attention, but also relevant to what you're doing. Because when you do a Google search, let's just say I'm doing a Google search for what am I looking for? So let's just say I'm looking for pine straw for sale. Okay. So right here, this page is called Pine Straw and Mulch, locally owned small business. And then there's a description. This is actually coded by the developers of this website. This is the page title. So there's also something we won't get into called a meta description that also tells a search engine what to put here. So all that's going on under the hood. But long story short, the head you don't see on the browser page, but you do see it as the title of your browser tab or window up here, and it also helps appear in searches. Okay, then we have the body. Okay, most of what we're going to do happens in the body. Anything that's in the body is what we're saying, hey, I want this to be displayed to the user on the actual web page. Okay, and then we have another H1 that says hello World Wide Web, HTML web page. Okay, if I go over to assignment, it says create a hello World Wide Web page. Use the H1 tag to create the heading hello World Wide Web. Place your H1 tag inside the body. If you're using blocks for this exercise. So there is an option to toggle block mode. I prefer using text for this. It is much quicker. So I think I had already done this assignment. I apologize, and it's already been submitted. But this is what you should have when you finish. Okay, so I'm going to click Save and Submit and Continue. And that is it for Lesson 1. So pretty short and sweet.